Hello, my water signs. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be focusing in on the week of September 26th to October 3rd. Of course, if you're coming across this reading outside of that time frame, I always say that the Creator and Spirit are not bound by time or space. So if your intuition nudged you here, I would definitely watch because I'm sure there's messages here for you. Of course, if you're watching this between September 26th and October 3rd, this is for all of my water signs, so my Cancers, my Scorpios, my Pisces. This is for you. And looking at this week, the energy I wanted to talk about is actually for this Libra new moon that's happening on October 6th. The energy is still going to be influencing you this week, and also, of course, for a week or two after, as new moons and full moons do. This beautiful energy. Now, it varies by what your signs you have in your birth chart, of course, but those energies are going to be coming and influencing you this week. I did create a separate video for each of the zodiac signs for this Libra new moon, and they came out yesterday. So I'll throw the link to the playlist at the end of the video here if you want to go check those out. But we're going to jump in and see what else the Creator would like you to know about this week coming up. So for our water signs, Creator, what do you want them to know? And we're going to pull a card here from this Oracle of E deck, which is an awesome, hilarious deck. I just love their approach to it. All right, Creator, so for our water signs, what do you want them to know about this week? Just in general for this week, what heads up do you want to give them? Okay, there we go. You got Wrecking Ball, number 46. Yep, and I'm in my head. I'm not going to sing it out loud to you. I'm hearing that song with the Wrecking Ball. And let's see what it says here. It says, "Psst, just so you know, a wrecking ball is not necessarily a sign of destruction. It's more like a blessed invitation for brand new, exciting things to blossom. All you need to do is change your perspective. Let's get this renovation started." Yeah, so, we think of Wrecking Ball as like, oh my gosh. But, and this is card number 46, which breaks down to a 10. 4 plus 6 is 10, which is endings. And then 1 plus 0 is 1, a new beginning. So this is about something, being removed to make room for this new thing to, before you, redo a kitchen or things, you have to remove the old stuff to bring in the new stuff, right? That's generally how it works. So this is a beautiful message that, just know that if something's being removed out of your life this week, it's happening for you to make room for the new, more improved, beautiful, updated refrigerator and stove and dishwasher, right? All right, we're also going to pull some cards here from the Tarot of Dreams and just see what else the Creator has for you for this week. We'll get some clarification on this Wrecking Ball. All right, Creator, for our water signs, what else do you want them to know about this week? Okay, look at these three. What else? Okay. Okay, those are it. So let's jump on in here and see what we've got. So you've got the Queen of Coins, be the Queen of Pentacles. I love her because she has this like Empress feel about her, right? She's Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. She feels confident in her worth. She feels confident in new birth of things. She's definitely the Empress energy. She's usually pregnant, and usually on the Queen of Coins there's like a white rabbit. I don't see one in here, but it definitely is about new things coming, blessings. Again, it's for you. And she also learns, because she's been through the Pentacles and she understands worth, that she finds her worth from within, not from the outside. And that also there's this beauty that comes around gratitude about what is in your life. It transforms things when you focus on what is in your life and what you're thankful for, because whatever you focus on grows, and she understands that whatever you look at is what expands. It's like you have this giant fire hose on your head on this hat, and wherever you turn is where that flow comes out, and wherever that flow comes out is what expands in your life. So if you look at the chaos expands. Look at the lack in my life, lack expands. And this morning, it was funny, I had this thought that came to me, and I go, yeah, the universe is a lot like the YouTube and Google, the little analytical programs that run behind. It just knows what you click on, and it gives you more of that, right? If you ever notice, like if you click on an ad for something, suddenly you have tons of those ads. That's kind of what this is like. Like whatever you're clicking on and focusing on in life is what grows more and more and more in your life. So she brings this beautiful message of nurture yourself, focus on what is for you, focus on, that love and those things that you're grateful for in your life, and that'll expand for you. So, and again, also new birth. So with this, things are being removed and beautiful things are coming in for you. Yeah, Nine of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And the Nine of Swords is the nightmare card. It's like, spooky, right? You have that here. Creepy hand from the branch, the shadows that you see in the night. But this is all about those expectations and those things that, the shoulds and the supposed tos and the need tos, those things that you're so, have so much anxiety around and so much fear around, the things that you're wanting to change. All those things are in your mind, and those are the things that are making your mind uneasy, that probably you might be even dreaming about, which is what this card is about, or insomnia. It's keeping you awake at night, not allowing you to sleep, right? And so this is about this wrecking ball coming in, and this nurturing is about really understanding these things that are these fears, all these things that you're trying to control. There are these thoughts and these beliefs that are no longer serving you. And you can look at those things, you take a deep breath, you calm down, and because this is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, even getting out into nature, away from all these thoughts, away from all these things, allows you to see all this from a different perspective. You can see it for what it really is, right? And getting to the bottom of it. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, you have the Four of Coins. So again, this is, pentacles and all that. And I usually, this card for me, and I know everyone reads cards in different ways, but this has always stood out to me as a card of our self-worth. Because in a lot of the cards, they're looking outside of themselves, into the city, into other people, going, my worth depends on, what they think and what's in the outside world, right? And so it's this card that challenges our worth and shows us where our worth really lies, because it shows the outside world doesn't fulfill us. It's unstable. Those things, those external things, they either change, burn down, are stolen, or, eventually deteriorate, right? None of that is eternal. And so this, for me, is this card of really getting into your self-worth. And I'm going to put it here with this coins, because this is about zeroing in and, getting to that understanding of who you really are. What your worth really depends on. And for me, in my life, it was realizing that external stuff is retail price whenever I try to use that stuff to define myself. And when I found inside of me, after everything in the outside world was disappointing, it pointed me back inward. And that's when I connected to a higher place, found the unconditional love of the Creator, and made that my defining who I was, because in the eyes of the Creator, I was priceless. And I'm like, yeah, I'd rather define myself as priceless than have a retail price put on my head where I end up on the clearance rack. And so this is about getting to this stability of who you really are, and where your worth really lies. Yeah, because here you have the Five of Coins. And the Five of Coins is this feeling of being alone, being not supported. It's winter time. She has her cup handed out and she's not getting anything in there. The snow is whipping against her. The winter time is this pulling away, feel about it. And you've got this, the 5 coins here represents kind of like this stained glass window of church, which is spirituality, which is this message that you do have support from above. When we're looking at the external world, I'm going to put this because these have to do with these beliefs that no longer serve you. This feeling of lack, like I talked about, when you're focused in on these things, that's what grows. But if you focus in on what you do have, and you focus in on that your abundance doesn't come from the outside world. All of our abundance comes from the Creator, who is limitless, who has endless resources. The middlemen, the human side, they're the ones that are the shipping company that bring it to us, but the Creator is the one who supplies it all. And so when you have this transformation of, you have this assistance that's available to you, and, just go over and knock on the door of this, this is like supposed to be like a church or a temple. Go over and knock on that door and they'll let you in, and you have everything you need, and so there's this beautiful transformation that happens with that. Yeah, because here you have the 5 of Cups. And this definitely, fives are about change and transformation of ideas. These are the 3 cups that they're so upset about. Like I talked about, those things in the outside world that are disappointing, that don't fulfill you. They definitely make you feel like that. But what's beautiful are these 2 cups in the light behind her. These 2 cups are your higher self, your connection to the higher world, because it tells us that we have 2 cups within us. 1 cup is of this human side of us, this character we're playing on the earth, and the other cup is this higher self, who we really are, this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. That is the being that we really are. And that is the being that can come down and pour into this cup what we've been looking for all along, which is that unconditional love of the Creator. And so that's, this connection here with this this worth about finding it within is so represented in here. These are all these thoughts and these beliefs that no longer serve you. This is the tower that gets to get knocked down by this wrecking ball, coming in. In fact, we're going to make it look like this. We're going to put them like it's been crumbled, right? This is what's coming down, and this is what's coming in for you, because these things no longer serve you. And so you become aware of all these beliefs and these thoughts, because as the wrecking ball, to guide the wrecking ball to remove those things that no longer serve you, you have to aim it and you have to know what it is. So this focus on worth, looking down here, is a big message for you. Again, thoughts, the outside world, and your emotions. It's all, 3 areas of our life, because the spiritual world, is pretty much represented by these as well. But that's the only thing you don't have in here is the Wands suit, which is your spiritual energy, your higher self. But just know that when this is coming in with this stuff and these thoughts, these beliefs, these situations, whatever it may be, emotions, these will be removed for you so that you can rebuild and have this new beautiful experience, this new beautiful structure brought into your life and constructed in your life. So I love it. Lastly, we're going to pull a card or 2 here from the Heart deck, and to see what the final message the Creator has for you this week. Yeah, it's not a bad thing, right? I mean, hopefully you can see that this stuff is the stuff that leaves a bad taste in your mouth, that are the uncomfortable emotions of fear that no longer serve you for where you're wanting to head in your life and where you're wanting to go. Because you have this beautiful, safe, secure, successful, abundance here waiting on the other side of that. Okay, nope, not those. Okay, this one. All right, so the first message here is, my mind is open to new experiences that will transform my life. Yep, transformation. It's like one of those TV shows, transforming an old house. And then you have I embrace the love and power of my cherished self. I honor my divinity. And that is what we look at here, remembering your worth and who you really are, embracing that amazing, powerful, priceless being that you really are, and understanding that this little character that you're playing here is just a part you're playing, and you can change what do they say what's my motivation when, like, actors ask, for the character I'm going to play, what's my motivation? You get to change your motivation to be something new in your life, because whatever you focus on is what's going to grow. And I love it. All right. And just know, as you're going through each and every day of your life and every day of this week, that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And I did also want to make sure, if you do want to check out this Libra new moon reading that came out, I really encourage it, because there was I saw the moon was reflected in one of these cards, that it was standing out to me. I'm like, yeah, I think you really want to take a look at that reading, just to see what that new energy is coming in, because with this removing something, there's new coming in, and the new moon is all about what's being newly planted and newly coming in, right? So I would definitely encourage you to do that, just to see what's going to replace these things. And I'll put the playlist, will appear here any second in one of these corners here. And for that, so I'm going to leave the reading there. Just know that I also love you dearly, and I'm sure that I'll be talking to you very soon. And until then, you take care.